We just wanna have a good time.
Hey yo,
Wanna have a good time.
Nitro.
We just wanna have a good time. Oh yeah, no time for the drama. Come on. Hey, hey, we just wanna have a good time. Good time. We just wanna have a good time. Good time. We just wanna have a good time. Good time. No time for the drama. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands up. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands up. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands. I just wanna have a good time. They calling me JJ, cause I got the mic posted up with the DJ. Please no requests, I'm repeating what he say. We got it under control, it's cool like Cool J. Now when the needle drop and the record spin, give me a scratch to let me know where the song begin. His shoulder hold the headphone with one ear so he can hear the monitor and mix the record real clear. It's okay, I said it's okay, cause I'm with the DJ. Cause I'm with the DJ. It's okay, I said it's okay, cause I'm with the DJ. Cause I'm with the DJ. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands up. Everybody in the place, they was throwing their hands. Everybody in the place, they was...
Cut you in half. I'm about to show the meaning of lyrical bloodbath. You should go take a bath, dog, dusty and dirty. When I'm 42 and rhyming, I'ma still be worthy. And I'ma be all-time top 3. The reason I can shoot, cause y'all don't matter to me. I done been there and done that. My stats is dumb fat. And for the record, I'm just stating facts, now run that. Line them up and knock them down. I run this town. It's just a matter of opinion. Now calm down. My mind is like the combine. I only get one time to prove that my 40-time rhymes are sublime. I inspire rappers, y'all call them a MC. The difference mine end in a lowercase e. I lit your pilot, you was waiting to blow. You ain't never been on fire, I'm just letting you know. Sincerely Nitro.
We do it seven ways. Monkey shots to make you never say them. Lock and load. I can hear sweat trickling down the cheek. We do it seven ways. Monkey shots to make you never say them. Lock and load. I guarantee you it'll be your very last time breathing.
Double-edged sword, I'll bang your backboard. Dressed in all white, the home team, they clap for you. Yeah, the revolution, y'all.
Yeah.
Yep, the revolution.
The revolution. revolution, y'all, will not be televised.
Yeah, you gotta wake up, open your eyes,
Make a change in your life,
and find a new way of living.
it's time to start living for the children.
Everybody look into my life, tell me what you see. The perseverance of a young man sitting is so free. LA Mac, be the champ, but still fighting the struggle. They couldn't shut my mouth with a muzzle. I'm hard to figure like a puzzle. My name ought to be Jigsaw, rough around the edges. I've been known to spit raw, always with a pen and a book. I'm kinda thin and I look real suspicious like a one-eyed crook. St. Loco is the city I claim, not in a game, but I'm bang. Don't try me, I ain't new to this thing. Consequences and repercussions for pissing me off. I ain't mad, I'm just trying to pay the rent on this loft. Short arms and short pockets, I be pulling out lint, so understand why I'm trying to get bent. We all about that hippie hobby, don't stop me all the way live. Writing more issues than vibe when my mind televised. The revolution, y'all, will not be televised. You gotta wake up, open your eyes, make a change.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you happen to be tuning in from. This is the first of our new scheduled calls. This one we're kept in the same sort of time bracket as previously, but it's just me doing a run through of this call. What I will do is update you as to all the other calls again ongoing for the week. So welcome. You're very welcome to this call. Today I'm just going to run through what is Gmeta One. If you're new here, welcome to the call. I'm going to get into this right now. So, okay, folks, as I said, before we close down, I will give you a run through the schedule for the rest of the week. Let's get stuck in, guys. We've already translated the presentation into Spanish, into Portuguese. There is a call later. If you know somebody in a Portuguese speaking country, then you need to get them on the call later on. That's at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. But you'll be pleased to hear this one's in English. Okay, folks. So this is our presentation. It's called A Design for Digital Life. I'm just checking that you can actually see that on the screen. Sorry, just want to double check you can see my slides. Let me just see. I can see you can. Okay, let's run through this. Okay, so what is the metaverse? Well, let's look at what Web 3.0 is, because if you're like me, you know, I didn't know what Web 1.0 was or 2.0 until I heard about 3.0. I didn't realize it had even changed. So it's very important to understand this. And this is a very good slide to explain where the metaverse sits to prospective people who are, you know, thinking of coming on board. So let's look at this. What is Web 3.0? Well, in 1989, the web was born. That was Web 1.0. The internet became a thing. So at that point, it was very static. It was the first and the most reliable web internet. It offered access to limited information. There was very little to no user interaction. You couldn't really do much with it. It was there just to present information from companies or people about what they did. Didn't have algorithms, and it was pretty much a one-way highway. It was literally a bricks and mortar business that had decided to launch a website and go online, have an online presence to lead you back to them in the real world. So Web 2.0, well, around about 2005, things started to change. It became more social, it became more interactive. There was user-generated content. People started telling you about their business, about the industry they were in, and sharing that content. A lot of online publications came out then. A lot of newspapers started to go mainly online. If you think of the Mail Online, for example, trash newspaper in the UK, but they obviously now probably have more readers online than they ever did who actually bought the newspaper. There were social networks, things like Bebo, MySpace started the whole social network thing. They were quickly replaced by things like YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn, the stuff we know now. As well as that, there was a website interoperability. So going to a website, this wasn't always a dead end. It sometimes led to other places, to social media sites, to blogs, etc. Landing pages became a thing as well. There were new computer languages devised to allow web designers to create sort of new and different types of website. And finally, people started for the first time to access the web using a phone. And that now has become the norm. Most people now access the web using their phones globally. Now, Web 3.0, what is that? Well, that is where we're at right now. We're at the dawn of Web 3.0. It's a more intelligent version of the web. It's able to process information with human-like intelligence. You've got AI systems that can run programs to assist us, decentralized finance, and the metaverse. The metaverse is going to be a part of Web 3.0. It's by no means all of it. Augmented and virtual reality are also a big part of Web 3.0, and next level artificial intelligence. We're already seeing this with Chat GPT, which has obviously taken the world by storm. Like, for example, the Spanish and Portuguese translations, I just asked Chat GPT to do that and just give them every single page in one big chunk, and it just spat out the correct translation immediately. It's amazing, and it learns from what you want it to do. So that's just quite incredible. Now, so let's look at the metaverse itself, because that's what we're involved in. In the broadest terms, the metaverse is a graphically rich virtual space with a degree of realism where people can work, play, shop, socialize, in short, do the things humans like to do together in real life, perhaps more to the point, on the internet. Now, the difference between that and what I'm doing to you today, I'm presenting to you today via social media. But you don't, you can hear me, you can see me, but you don't really feel like you're here with me. And that's what the metaverse does. People feedback, the feedback we've got from the metaverse is that people focus on the concept of presence as a defining factor. You feel like you're really there and feeling like other people are really there with you. It's a much more personal experience than what I'm doing here today. But the thing with the metaverse is it doesn't actually exist as yet. Current platforms are centralized and exist as walled gardens. In other words, you can't just literally go from one to the other. You have to log out and log in and reconnect your wallet and do all that stuff. So it hasn't really arrived as yet. We're far from the idea that these experiences are interoperable because they weren't built that way and they weren't built using the same technology. Games platforms demonstrate the appetite for virtual worlds, but it'll only become the metaverse when we can all walk into our screens and move between different platforms. Introducing Gmeta One. This is where we come in. Gmeta One is a hybrid metaverse ecosystem. The thing that we're doing differently is right here. Gmeta One project is an effective bridge, bridging our world with other hybrid metaverses. In other words, we were aware of the need to be interoperable and to be connectable to other digital universes from day one. And we set about doing that from day one. A significant part of our mission and platform is founded on education. We want to educate people. Another pillar is rooted in networking and business development, and it's all founded on a metaverse environment with the technological capacity to allow you to buy, build, sell, and rent metaverse real estate. We're bridging together education and development whilst creating a fulfilling experience environment for developers, real estate brokers and owners, NFT creators, virtual event hosts and planners, e-commerce merchants, and business-to-business offerings, plus people like ourselves, like we were a year ago, newcomers to the metaverse. There's going to be a lot of those in the next 2-3 years, and we want to be the people who are going to provide that information they need. Now, building bridges, I've already mentioned, is a massive part of what we're doing. We've already established premises in other metaverse projects, and we're going to continue to do that as part of our ongoing mission to become a bridge connecting multiple digital universes. Now, we've already built in locations like Voxels, where we have the Gmeta Arena. We hosted live last year Miami NFT Week, South by Southwest 2022, our own event, which was called Global Gathering, 5 marketing stalwarts training people. And we also had an event with Wiz Khalifa, a white label event run by none other than Wiz Khalifa. Now, we've also got apartments for rent. Well, it's more of a business hub now at Gmeta One Heights, because we've moved from what we originally started doing with that premises. That was originally going to be apartments to let, but now people are putting their businesses in there. There's a lot of shops and bars and outlets for people who want to market their businesses. Now, we've also got in Decentraland, we've got our 4-story headquarters in a very prominent site. So that prominent UPS recently moved in next door to us. Somnium Space is another metaverse project we have premises in. We've got a brand new Gmeta Arena in there as well, and an entire world based on their platform for future use. Now, let's look at the history of the metaverse. Second Life, which you believe was launched 20 years ago in June 2003. That was the pioneer for what we now know as the metaverse. Users can purchase avatars, wearables, property, vehicles, etc., using their own internal currency, Linden dollars. Now, they are like a game currency. If you think of, if your kids play Roblox, they use Robux. If they play Fortnite, they use V-Bucks. But they're only usable in those environments. You cannot take those and spend them somewhere else. You can't take V-Bucks and spend them in Fortnite. You can't take, V-Bucks and spend them in Roblox, for example. They're not externally tradable, and they're not a cryptocurrency. Now, by 2013, 10 years after they launched, they had got 64 million registered users, but sadly, only just over 1 million of those were still active, and it hasn't really gone up a lot since. Second Life remains as a trailblazer, however, for all current metaverse projects. Talking of metaverse projects, well, here are 3 we've chosen to show. The reason we chose these is because they've got their own decentralized tokens as their native currencies. The Sandbox. The Sandbox opened its doors in November 2021. The average land price at that point was $100. $100. These days, the average land price is around $15,000. That's just immense, and it's just taken over a year to achieve that. Now, they have a token which is called SAND, SAND, priced at launch at 8 cents. The all-time high was achieved a year and a half after that token launched, when their metaverse project went live, and that went all the way up to $8.40, 100-fold increase. So you can see the land prices went through the roof, and their token did exactly the same. Look at Decentraland. There's a pattern here, guys. It opened its doors in February 2020. The average land price back then was $20. The average land price as of March of last year, and I actually believe this has probably gone up, is $12,000. Now, they had a token. If you saw the video before we started here, when I ran the videos at the start, there was one video telling you about this token, MANA. MANA launched in 2017 when Decentraland was nothing more than a smartphone game. The token launched at 2 cents. Now, 4 years, 28 days later, in the fall of November 21, the all-time high was hit 4 years, 28 days after launch, $5.85. So some things take a bit of time, guys, but they're certainly worth waiting for. Now, again, the same pattern, huge growth with the land, huge growth with the token. Somnium Space opened their doors in September 2018. The average land price then was $500. The average land price as of March of last year, $10,000. Their token was called Cube, or is called Cube rather. That launched 2.5 years ago at 2 tiny cents. The all-time high was achieved in November 21, $28.12. That's a 1,000-fold increase. Imagine you had 10,000 of those tokens at launch. Now, guys, you're sat here on our presentation. Think about that. Imagine you had 10,000 of those tokens, or imagine you have 10,000 or 10 million Gmeta tokens. We're not suggesting our token's going to do the same, or our land prices. All we're doing is showing you examples of metaverse projects with their own tokens, okay? So, why are we different? Well, we seek to be a bridge, as I've mentioned already. We've got unique offerings with our NFT proposition and other utilities, like the Gmeta Academy education portal and the business and advertising marketplace. But it's these bridges that make us different, the fact that we did this from the outset. In addition, our token is going to be launched on the Binance Smart Chain. It's faster, more flexible, and cheaper for you. We will offer a bridging solution if people want to use Ethereum and Polygon after we launch. Now, as well as that, at the minute, we're in pre-sale. In pre-sale, you can earn yourself loads of extra free Gmeta tokens just from sharing this opportunity with other people. So, for example, when you sign up and you make a purchase of at least $5 worth of tokens, you get a link. Now, if I give that link to Miguel, for example, and Miguel buys $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens, I get $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens. I get 100% bonus match. Now, if Miguel gives his link to Sylvie, and Sylvie buys $10,000 worth of Gmeta tokens, well, Miguel will get the 100% bonus match, but I would actually get 50%. In that case, I would get $5,000 worth of Gmeta tokens because Sylvie used the link that Miguel gave her, and I had given Miguel my link. So she was my level 2 referral. So that way, in that way, you can accumulate millions and millions of Gmeta tokens in pre-launch. Once the pre-launch is done, that's the opportunity to do that over. Now, if you do that with enough people, you might end up in one of our top 10s. We've got 4 competitions, and we're giving away NFT incentives, VR headsets, and even luxury vehicles. Our token is the power to the Gmeta One ecosystem. Now, if you want to do anything in our metaverse, you're going to need our token. If you want to buy property, a piece of land, you're going to need our token. If you're going to build a house on it, you're going to need our token. You want to furnish that house, you're going to need our token. You get the picture. Okay, so therefore the use case for this token is undeniable. You have to use our token. Now, we're raising 5 million in this pre-sale. We've got currently over 5,500 holders and over 15,000 people signed up. So we've already got a community. We've got the use case for the token, and we've got the community. 2 out of the 3 things you need for a successful token launch. The third thing you need is liquidity. Now, we're selling $5 million worth of this token in pre-sale. That represents 20% of the total supply that will ever exist. When we sell that 5 million, we're putting 2.5 million of it into locked liquidity. Locked, meaning that not even the team can touch that. There's no chance of a rug pull. What does that do? Well, it makes our token very stable, very secure, and very, very attractive to potential buyers. People who maybe don't care about the metaverse, they just want to invest in something they can trust. So we've got the liquidity now, we've got the community, and we've got the use case, the three golden things that you need for a successful token launch. Now we can't predict where our token's going to go, but all we can do is lay these tracks to make sure that this token is successful. Now, we've been in the press, we've been all over the world in various crypto publications, as well as tech publications and even investment publications. As you can see, investing.com even did a feature on our pre-sale. We've featured in different languages, as you can see. We've featured in all sorts of publications. We're going to continue to keep this conversation going in the press. Now let's look at the metaverse. Who is involved? This is a very good slide if you want, again, to indicate to somebody, educate somebody what the metaverse is all about, because look at the names on this slide. Look at the names. These guys aren't messing around. You know, these are big, big names with reputations, and they're all leading the way. Look at the celebrities: Snoop Dogg, Paris Hilton, Lady Gaga, LeBron James, Floyd Mayweather, Shaq O'Neal. A lot of sports people in there. Ronaldo, Messi's in there, Jay-Z, Travis Scott. Look at the sports brands: Nike, Adidas, New Balance, Under Armour, Puma, Reebok, Asics. Financial organizations: JP Morgan led the way, and then all the others followed suit: Citibank, HSBC, American Express, Morgan Stanley, Standard Chartered, MasterCard. MasterCard applied for patents for the metaverse and NFT products. Guess what happened? American Express followed suit. Guess what happened? Visa recently added their name into the ring as well. Fashion brands: Gucci, Vuitton, Burberry, Givenchy, Zara, Tommy Hilfiger, Dolce & Gabbana, and the list goes on. Hugo Boss recently joined in as well. Look at the food and drink brands, huge global brands there, guys. And alcohol brands: Budweiser, Stella Artois, Estrella Damm, McDonald's, Coke, Wendy's. Wow. Big names, big names. Starbucks recently added to that. Oreos, the cookie guys, recently added to that. It goes on. Travel and tourism. Celebrity Cruises have a cruise liner you can go on board and experience in the metaverse. So you can see whether it's worth upgrading to a bigger cabin, because you can actually go to the cabin and see what it's like in real dimensions. Look at all those airlines. Disney at the bottom. Disney Holidays. Disney are putting one of their theme parks in the metaverse so people can go and visit it. Technology companies, all the big ones, and retailers, millions of retailers. Why are they getting involved though? Why are they getting involved? The metaverse economy could be an $8 to $13 trillion total addressable market by 2030. Now, I didn't make that up. Citibank did a survey into the metaverse and its potential finance profits, basically. And that's what they came up with. That was the conclusion to their report. A bank said that. The benefits of having a metaverse presence for any business are numerous. It permits businesses to reach a global audience without geographical limitations, allows businesses to interact with their customers in a more personal way, a more social and engaging experience for customers, which can lead to more sales and long-term loyalty. Your virtual premises in our metaverse and everything in it will be an NFT. You can stake to earn a passive income. So the premises, your business premises, can earn you money even if the doors aren't open. Businesses can also use virtual worlds to train their employees, replicating real-world experiences to let their team practice in advance. And businesses can test out new products and services without having to invest in physical infrastructure or risk negative publicity. Now, we saw a case recently. NVIDIA are partnered with Volvo, and they're testing cars, new models for Volvo in the metaverse. Not in a wind tunnel with crash test dummies and all that stuff. No, no, no. They're testing them in the metaverse using the real onboard computer that will be fitted to the car in real world. The car doesn't know it's working in the metaverse. It doesn't care. It just does its thing and reacts. And they can put it in all sorts of really dangerous situations that would be too dangerous to even practice in the real world. Just one example. Here's our metaverse services, folks. We are launching a token. We are launching our own digital universe. In addition, we are a full service organization. We can help you to put your business in the metaverse or anybody else you know. These people are going to need this help very soon when everybody wakes up to what's going on here. Gmeta One is a huge portfolio of services. We can do this in our metaverse, or we can do it in any that we currently have a bridge with. We can do metaverse land purchases, building services, commercial private rentals, billboard sales and rentals, venue rentals, metaverse event management, NFT creation, wearable NFT design, education and training across all of these aspects, and much more to come. Here's our team. Guys, we're out here doing 7 calls a week as of this week and all different times. So you know the team. We're not going to pop you into a Telegram group with a logo as the avatar for the admin. No, we're out here doing this. You can see who we are. You know who we are. You can go to our Instagram profiles and see us. There they are. There's our actual handles for our Instagram. So imagine a market free from the traditional barriers to entry, a platform where you can promote your brand globally, a currency with huge liquidity and infinite usage, and a world where anyone can participate and stake their claim. Thanks, folks. I hope you found that interesting. Just going to get back to where we were. Okay, folks. We're just looking out, see who's here. Amazing P, nice to see you here. K-Bot Universe. Jediah, how you doing, sir? That's nice to see you guys all. Solomon Kate, Kingsley Mark, Udo Wilfred, Victor Sampson. Cool. Thank you guys for joining me today. Now, guys, I did say we're going to do, I'm just going to run through the calls as they sit, just get these into your head. I'm actually going to, I'll tell you what I'll do. Let me just, I'm going to paste this into the comments. Okay. There we go. This is our call schedule. I just dropped it in there. So Mondays, you've got this call, full presentation. Mondays, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That is, well, if you're in the UK, that's 10 p.m. There's a pre-recorded presentation going to be done in Portuguese. So if you've got anybody in the African nations who speak Portuguese, or in Portugal itself or Brazil, that's the call to be on. Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's now 10 p.m. if you're in the UK, 11 p.m. I believe in West Africa. Okay, guys, that is our Into the Metaverse. So basically, we'll be looking at voxels, Decentraland, Somnium Space, and Gmeta Metaverse as well. And also on Tuesday at the same time, there'll be a pre-recorded full presentation in Spanish as well. So that is, I'll be actually putting that together tonight. I've already got the presentation done. Wednesday. Now I'm doing calls in the morning on Wednesday and Friday, 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's obviously expressed in US time. I don't expect Americans to be out of bed at 5 a.m. to watch that. It's really for the European and African market. So I'll be doing a full presentation on Wednesday and Friday at 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Finally, then we have Thursday, we have our news call. That's at 5 p.m. Eastern. That again is at 10 p.m. if you're in the UK. And then Saturday, we're going to have our brand new call, which is 2 p.m. Eastern. That is metaverse training and giveaways with myself, Miguel, and Sylvie. So that is your full rundown of calls that starting as of this week. This is the first of those. So thank you to those of you who joined me. Very nice to have you here. And we will see you later tonight if you're on the Portuguese call, or we'll see you tomorrow at 10 or 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for the next call. Thank you very much for joining me. Have a wonderful remainder of your Monday. Take care, guys.